Yeah, y'all, we did it. 2K subs is in the building. Yes! Yo, 6 years I've been doing YouTube. 6 long years I've been on this content. And look where we at. 2K subscribers. I couldn't thank all y'all enough. But I really want to thank God for allowing me to continue to do the things I love, especially doing YouTube. I truly can give him all the praise and glory for giving me 2K subscribers, because I was almost stuck on the 1,000 subs. I never thought I'd see the day in light that we ended up getting 2K subscribers. And this was before I went to bed last night. I found out I had 2K subscribers. It just popped up. And my thoughts was running all around my head. Let me notify Feature Boy Kamikaze. Yeah, man, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? I waited the right time to do this live before I went and did it, because I had to charge my Chromebook. And the fact that I have 2K subscribers now, it's not only a feel-good moment, but it's a blessing in disguise, you know what I'm saying? And it really goes to show you, even putting your hard work and dedication and putting the time and effort in your craft, things can come true. Things will happen if you stick to doing the things you love doing that makes you happy. That's really all that matters. Me, on the other hand, I'm just grateful to have 2K subscribers, and God has been so good to me, man. Y'all just don't know. Y'all don't know how blessed I am to, I'm telling y'all, man, God is good. Okay, why is my internet acting up? Oh. Man, let's talk about my journey on here. I remember late 2016 when I did my first reaction video to the Ronda Rousey second loss. And even though it has 100 and something views on here, it was enough for me to gain my first subscriber. And I forgot his name, but he does reactions too, and he's pretty big on YouTube as well. So ever since then, I just got stuck doing, reactions. But I've also done some art videos as well. When I first showed y'all my art talents, those of you who watch my videos in the past, you will know that I am a great artist. Even though I'm not perfect, at least you guys were able to acknowledge my craft, and that's really all that matters to me. And ever since then, I've been on my grind. I've been on YouTube. I've been doing a lot of reaction videos, and I'm gonna tell you, the biggest thing that helped me out the most while doing this was watching a whole lot of content creators do their own thing. And once I started to practice my own craft, I've gained a lot of new subscribers. I've gained some new fans. I've gained, confidence. And it's because of that, I'm just happy. I was put on this earth for a reason, and that is to entertain y'all, my loyal subscribers, the DC viewers, those who are, those who live in the DC right now, that are watching me right now. If not, that's okay. But to me, I'll call you my DC viewers because I'm from the DMV. I'm from the DC area. My family, they were born in the country. Me, I'm from DC. I'm from the city. but I love my family to death, no matter where they're from. I love everybody. I love every one of them. But I love y'all the most because y'all have been such such an amazing people that enjoy my content. I've always able to come to y'all whenever we want to talk about something like different topics, let's talk episodes, chill streams, let's plays, art videos, you name it. And no matter what I upload, you guys were able to come and tune in to every single video I put out. And that's really all that matters to me. And you guys have been such an amazing supportive, community that I've built. And you know what? I'm just happy. I've waited a long time to get 2K subscribers and we finally have it. Ever since we started the road to 2K subscribers, we've been on the grind. We've been on the move. We've been on the journey. We've been on the mission. On the mission. And that mission has been accomplished. First, I graduated with a high school diploma. Then I have 1,900 subs. And now I'm in 2K subscribers. What more can I do? With the help of God, I can do anything. I can seriously do anything. And I feel like that motivational video that I've done in the past, I think last week, a couple of weeks ago, I feel like that kind of helped me motivate myself to do better on YouTube. And I sure hope that motivational video I did, helped y'all, want to start YouTube and want to be creative, And there's a reason why, why I'm celebrating like this. Because like I said, this all came out of left field for me. It came right out of the blue. And I was just about to go to sleep, like I said, up until I checked my creative studio, and all of a sudden I see 2K subscribers. I checked on TubeBuddy. I didn't want to believe it, but once I saw that the official 2K subscribers, I was ready to go crazy, man. Like, so I didn't want to wake nobody up and everything, but I was trying to figure out what kind of thumbnails I should do. Should I take to create, this live celebration? This is man, I can't even talk right. I think it's probably because I'm just excited and happy with myself that I wanted to, do this video. So we got my girl Glamorous Life, we got Nate, we got Brandon McGee, you got Big Tank, and my boy Future Boy Kamikaze, bro. Thank you for coming out supporting me, man. Oh, if y'all want to talk to me, man, I just put the invite in the chat so y'all can come chat with me. Like, I would love to talk with y'all. Like, for real. Like, this is fun. This is fun. Because right now I'm very humble and I'm very blessed, to achieve something that I've always wanted all along. 2K subscribers. And we're here. We're not going anywhere. This is a new beginning. A new beginning on the road to 3K subscribers. But for right now, this is the satisfaction. Yeah. And you know what? Here's the thing. If YouTube does this little small content creators community thing, I would have loved to have it here in DC, like in the Verizon Center or something like that. I want to have a booth, a small booth. I want to be a guest at a con, to talk with my fans, my subscribers, my DC viewers, all of y'all in person live. Or we could just do it online. It don't matter. I love talking to y'all. Like, y'all are just, one of my biggest supporters ever. And this was such an amazing experience. Like, I would have loved to have my own booth, my own panel live in front of, people in person. But as long as we're staying social distance and wearing a mask, that's all that matters, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still a pandemic out here, y'all. So we gotta, play safe. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved that to happen. I would have loved that to happen though. Cause my boy Uncaged Games, he just did his first booth at a con. And I'm very proud of him for that. This was, man, like I don't know how, like I don't think y'all understand how happy I am, man. Like this is an amazing experience for me though. Like I wanted to celebrate with y'all today. This is, man, I can't even put any words, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say thank you. Thank you all for supporting me throughout the years and watching my content, enjoying my content. I really want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And I just love y'all so much, man. Like y'all really meant the world to me. Like I wish I could do some type of giveaway, but I don't know how to do that. I would rather give y'all my love and gratitude for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I could do. And if I were to do like my first giveaway, I would have probably done it in style, But for right now, I'd rather just continue making content because this is a huge accomplishment. And shout outs to Dr. Rocker, the artist who does a lot of comic art videos, and him and I, we're cool friends now, you know what I'm saying? He's from the UK, you know what I'm saying? He's an amazing artist, I love his work, inspired by David Finch. And I think him and David Finch did a collaboration together at one point. Yep, I think he did do a collaboration. Yeah, I think he did. Because Dr. Rocket did his work on some other characters, and David Finch worked on his I don't know, it's a Michael Myers character in the middle of in front center of the drawing. So in recent weeks, he's been uploading videos on how to draw online with the pad and everything. And I was like, you know what, let me try doing this on my phone. And once I tried on my phone, it didn't work out. I tried other art apps. None of them had what Dr. Rocket had on his tablet. So ever since I got this bad boy right here, this Moto G stylus that everybody has right now, this phone right here is so good. Like I love everything about it. It has all of the features you have. It's 10 times faster than my old phone. My old phone I had, it keeps running out of storage, and I can record longer videos on here now. So that's a huge blessing. And not to mention, I gotta show y'all. Look, check this out. Check this out. You see this little this button right here? Wait till you see what it has. This is a pen. When you do a little whatever though, this is what it does right here. And what I love about it is that you don't have to draw on your finger because you can't even get it to look right. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this back. So yeah, man, I'm gonna, I'm gonna try to see if I can, color on my, it's crazy. Nate, I tell you what you can do is get like a Moto G stylus phone, like I got. You have, I think, 127 gigabytes. So that means that you can record longer videos. And I've been meaning to do something like this for a while now. And I got some very interesting videos that I want to do for the longest. Like, it's all about being creative, you know what I'm saying, on my on my YouTube channel. So I can't tell you what it is yet, but when I do announce what I'm going to be doing, I think y'all are going to be surprised to see what I have. But for right now, Nay, I think what you need to do is, like, if you keep running out of storage, you might want to go to your whichever phone company you got. Go to their store and see if you have like a SD memory card that has like 120 something gigabytes. So that way you'll be able to record longer videos. That's what I would have done when I had my old phone. Thank God I don't have that anymore. So all of that is transferred to my new phone. So I'm forever grateful for that. But you know what? Like I said, man, like I got some big things coming in the future. Some big Mortal Kombat content, some big Power Rangers content coming. All the other contents that I'm doing, all of that is coming very soon. But for right now, I just want to soak everything in. It's just, you know, just smell the fresh air, even though we're in my room, but smell the fresh air. It's just taking all of the huge accomplishment that I have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think what you can do is have like if they have like an SD memory card. I mean, what exactly did you get your iPhone from? Like what phone company did you get it from, Nate? Because I know it can't be from T-Mobile or Sprint. Because I know Boost Mobile, they got like I think some memory cards that have like 120 something gigabytes or whatever though. But if you have like a Moto G stylus like I got, the 120 gigabytes is already in my phone, so I don't gotta worry about downloading too many apps or taking too many pictures or recording videos because I don't want to have too much storage. So I might want to slow down on that. But yeah, man. Tell me what iPhone did you get from the company, Nate? So I can give you some advice on how to get your SD memory card. A different one that can allow you to record longer videos. So you want to make sure that you have that kind of memory card, and make sure that everything in your phone is still safe. Oh, okay, it's from AT&T. I got it. So if you go to this store, I think they'll probably have some type of memory card that can allow you to record longer videos. So that way you won't have to, run out of extra storage. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be um, the best thing for you to have right now. Since we're celebrating my 2K subscriber special, why don't we do some live reactions to my boy Dr. Rocker? I'm gonna show you what he looks like on here in a few minutes. So give me a few minutes right here as I you know, look him up. That's my feet sleeping. Sometimes when you you sitting on your chair, you try to relax your feet, all of a sudden it starts sleeping. You can't even get it to unfreeze. Or you can just walk away. Just walk for a few minutes and then put some pressure on it. Let me search for my boy Dr. Rocker. Don't fail me now, internet. Come on now. Oh boy, this internet is acting real retarded right now. I don't understand. Man, man, I'm hoping I'm not boring y'all. Cause I'm trying to get my internet to crank up, but it's not acting right. Oh, I gotta show y'all this cool video he's done. It's based on Jason Fabber's Three Jokers. You know, Dr. Rocker and Jason are inspired by David Finch. And I got another video that I gotta show y'all too. Yeah, hold on. Let me
My name is Dr. Rocker.
Come on. All right, y'all, I'm back. All right. Yeah, my Brandon. I had to check my internet. My internet is acting slow right now. So we're good. We're back on board. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all this video that he recently just did yesterday, and it was amazing. Like, I love his work. So yeah, let me share the screen. All right, so y'all see who he is, right? All right, y'all see who he is, right? This is Dr. Rocker. So make sure y'all go subscribe to him. He's an amazing artist. Him and we talk on Instagram all the time. I comment on his recent posts, and he's been showing me support as well. So yeah, let's check this out. He was on vacation though, but the Three Joker piece he's done is really good.
Hi guys, and welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Rocker, and this channel is all about comic book drawings. Currently, I'm on vacation, but still I will try to produce a nice video for you guys. Right, Lawrence? And since we're on vacation, I finally had time to read some comics. And one of those comics was Three Jokers, drawn by Jason Faber. So I thought, let's draw the Three Jokers.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.
Okay guys, I finished a rough sketch for the first two characters I want to have in this drawing. Batman and one of the Jokers. But as you know, we're on vacation, so now it's time to go to the zoo with the kids.
Ad break.
Do you want to grow your YouTube channel? Do you want to earn more views, more subscribers, more watch time? And of course,
never mind. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't been to the zoo in a long time, and I don't think I'm planning on getting one because of the pandemic. Because you don't know if these animals got COVID-19 or not, so I'm not going nowhere. But this is in the UK, so.
Okay, that was fun, but also quite exhausting. But still, I need to work on this drawing, because otherwise I won't make it. So, let's find a new place to draw. This looks cozy. Let's try this out.
That little table.
It's not always easy to find a place to draw on vacation, but you just have to be creative. So, let's draw again.
You have to find a place where the light is acceptable, where you don't disturb anyone, And you should try and find a place where you will not break your back while you are drawing.
Yeah, but
So
you
maybe
picked the
not.
littlest table. I'm not trying to be funny, Dr. Rocker, but you could have like found a table that is like super long for you to sit comfy. But I mean, since you were smart enough to find a table that's like small, but it's peaceful, it's quiet, you can do your content stuff. But for me, I was just doing it in my room, though, but who am I to judge?
Not exactly the right chair right here. But hey, I will deal with that.
I like how smooth he does it, though.
As you can see, I sketched out all 4 characters I want to draw here. Batgirl, Batman, Joker, and Red Hood. And since Jay Fabok always draws digitally, I thought this might be extra fun to do just in pencils only. Doesn't get more traditional than that. Plus, I don't think I brought enough ink for all these black areas. I used a 3H pen for this really light sketch, but we'll continue with a 2H 4mm Staedtler pencil. So, let's draw again. Oh, and just in case you were wondering where I am at the moment, I'm nearby a lake in Styria, Austria. You can see it.
Yeah. Oh,
Trees
he
right
can't
there.
even talk right.
Very lovely countryside, especially nice for the kids. But like I said earlier,
Oh, yeah.
we need to work on this drawing again, so let's do that.
You know, for some odd reason, hold on. Let me go back. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Yeah. You see this pencil right here? Like, I know a lot of comic artists do this all the time. They usually wrap this with like extra duct tape. As ZHC called it in his old video of what the F pencil. But what y'all don't know is that a lot of comic artists use these kind of things to for their better grip on their work in comic books and everything. I might do something like this maybe sometime in the future, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that right now because my mom will probably think, what am I doing? But, well. Yo, this looks so good, yo. He makes it look just like his work. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Yo, who is the cameraman recording? Man, this makes me want to get back into the comic art. I might, you know what I'm saying? I got one
Okay, my friends, as you can see,
character that I'm
we
doing.
are making good progress. I'm done
Yeah,
with
it's looking
Batgirl and Batman,
bro.
and half of the Joker is finished as well. But we're on vacation, so it's time to go to the lake. Now look at that, we are already back home. Hallelujah! Don't get me wrong, the vacation was fun and especially the kids had a blast. But it was also so exhausting. You always have to be on the watch so they don't kill themselves. But we did a great job and like I said, they had a blast and that's what the vacation was all about. But now my friends, it's back to normal and I have my drawing table back. I missed you so much. So let's see where we are with this drawing. 2 characters done. And 1.5 are still waiting for finishing. I tried to stay true to Jason Fabok's art as much as possible, but you can definitely see that those are drawn in my style, especially with the rendering. Although even that is not so different between Jason.
You know, here's the thing. Ain't nothing wrong with your style. It still looks exactly like Jason's work. Even if you did your own style, it looks so good.
and my work, because we are both heavily influenced by David Finch and Jim Lee. And by the way, you haven't seen this one yet. I've done this to support Tyler Kirkham on Instagram. He's a comic book artist, and this is his own character. He's from a book called Final Boss. So if you're on Instagram, you might have seen this one already, even in full color. If not, here it is. Tyler's campaign will already be over when this video comes out, but still check him out on Instagram. I will leave the link down in the description. But now, back to my drawing! The Free Jokers fan art.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And we are done, my friends. My Free Jokers vacation fan
Yo, this
art
looks
is
dope.
finished. Batgirl.
Hey, comment down below what y'all think in this video, bro.
And
No, y'all know who Dr. Rocker
Smash
is.
Helmet. Let me know down in the comments, which character do you like the most? I actually would have preferred a white frame, but as you might have seen earlier, I didn't bring a ruler, so I had to improvise, and it would have been too much work to figure out how to do
stand up again,
the
my
white
feet get
space
frozen.
between the panels. But I think the black grid works out fine as well. As you can see, the main light source from all of the characters comes from this direction, but there's also another light source from this one. And you also might have noticed I used different pencils. The 4mm lead I used for line weight and all the black work, and the 0.5mm lead I used for hatching mostly. And the main reason for that is I prefer a sharp pencil for hatching lines, of course, and I don't have to sharpen the 0.5 pencil, not fine line, pencil. I prefer the 0.5 pencil because I don't have to sharpen as much.
I gotta show y'all something
Not
too.
at all, actually.
But what him and David Finch don't know about
Okay,
the
guys, you
Stettler
can see
pencil that I got.
I need some more sleep, but I have to finish this up now. So, thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And a like rating is always appreciated. And if you should like DC characters, then you might also enjoy to draw the Batman yourself. So for that, check out this video. That's where I show you step by step, even for beginners, how to draw the Batman in pencils. It's all you need to know.
I'm gonna leave it right here. All right, so now you know. All right, so now you know who Dr. Rocker is. Hey, Nate, what you talking about? You can't take that smell. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's funny. Hold on, let me turn this camera off for me. I'll be right back. I gotta show you something. I got the feature. Oh. Oh. Okay, you almost got me there. All right, so let me do this. All right, so what I'm about to show y'all about this pencil right here. I don't know if y'all noticed. This is by the company Stettler. Yeah, if you go to your local staplers, they got these pencils in an auction right now. But what you don't know about these is that this top right here has a sharpener in the back. So you know how you want to stay sharp, but this is not. You see right here, this is not like sharp yet. It's just this part right here that is like 100% sharp. But what I'm about to show y'all is something different. So you see this top right here, right? this little top right here. And if you see this little hole, this is where you sharpen the pencil at. So I'm gonna go here and do like this. All you gotta do is just twist it like this. See how I'm doing? All you gotta do is keep twisting it. You see how sharpened that look? I don't know if you guys see. Yeah. Yeah, so this is how they don't know about this stuff. I just figured this out like when I brought this from my Staples. I was like, wait a second, ain't no way. So once I tried out, I was like, okay, this makes sense now. This next video we're gonna be that I'm gonna show y'all is I don't know if you heard of the artist named Tom Du Bois, the artist who drew a lot of Konami box art from back in the day, from Ninja Turtles, Turtles of Time, Hyperstone Heist, the Contra franchise, Metal Gear Solid, etc. He did a whole lot of artwork from late 80s and early 90s, even doing some work in 2021. All these years of doing video game cover art. So what I'm about to show y'all is an artist named Tom Du Bois. Like, y'all gotta really watch out for his stuff, even though he's still painting. I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but he was the guy that inspired me to do my Power Rangers work based on his line work and the way he draws his characters. So I got stuck doing that ever since, but it was all in, his inspiration. So let me share the screen. Hold on, let me search Tom Du Bois. Hey man. All right, let me. I had to do so for a minute. Let me share the screen so y'all know who he is. I'm talking about. All right, so here we go.
My name is Tom Du Bois. I'm an illustrator. been illustrating since I got out of art school in 1979. I was always a lover, not a fighter. So all my friends, they either went into, Marines, Navy, Army, or they were firemen or policemen. I didn't have that skill set, that fearlessness that my friends had. But I could draw a character who was something more than I could ever dream of being.
Yeah, y'all see how he drew the drew Castlevania? I just think he's buffering all the time. Let me go back here.
Friends had, but I could draw a character who was some.
All right, so y'all see the way he drew Castlevania. So those of you who played Konami games in the past, like Castlevania and the Contra series, you will know that he was responsible for the artwork he's done in the past. So this right here was his definition, and he was my inspiration last year when it came to me drawing Power Rangers like this. This is exactly that artist.
Something more than I could ever dream of being. I drew my own environments, my own characters, and they kicked everybody's butt.
Every day, classic game enthusiasts visit locally owned vintage game shops across North America with images of Tom Du Bois's illustrations in their heads, hoping to find holy grails like a complete hard case copy of Castlevania Bloodline
see that?
for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
High-profile Super Nintendo favorites like Contra 3 and Turtles in Time, or everyday cartridges for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
And you know what? The more I watch this documentary like 5 times, the more inspiration I get because of his technique in art. I think that right there is what drove me to him when it came to his style.
Like Blades of Steel and Bayou Billy. Tom Du Bois's artwork is a mainstay on the shelves and behind glass counters, being associated with some of the most acclaimed games of the 8 and 16-bit generations. But even the less popular tiles that he worked on are adorned with a classical style of painted illustration that has all but disappeared from modern video game artwork. Striking encapsulations of how 80s and 90s pop culture was envisioned, marketed, and ultimately made lasting impressions. This is the story of Tom Du Bois and how he became the man who drew Konami.
And shout outs to the creators who did this documentary. Look, I don't know if y'all remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers VHS box art. You know, the original 5 morphing into the Rangers, into the Zords. I don't know who's the artist who did this, who did those box art. And I'm gonna email Hasbro and ask them, since you own the property now, do you know the artist who did the original 5 VHS box art back in the day? I want to know the name. I want to know the name of the artist so that I'll be able to do the research on who did it. Because right now it's still a mystery. So
come on, boy.
Tom Du Bois grew up in the 1960s and 70s in this suburban Illinois neighborhood south of Chicago. Had he been born a decade or two later, he might have enjoyed shooting enemy soldiers on his TV screen. But Tom managed to have the same sort of fun in his own way.
A video game for me when I was a kid was buying a model battleship or a jet or some kind of military vehicle, spend a week building it and painting it, and then I'd go look for my brother's firecrackers. I'd come out here and I'd blow it up. That was my video game. I did all that right here.
Simpler days, but also a time of fears that shaped how he expressed his imagination through art.
All of the craziness going on that you'd see on the news,
the media,
all that. I mean, terrifying stuff. So in a sense, I would create these characters as a means of protecting myself. I would just draw it. So I draw these crazy guys, you know, with the guns, come and get me. I didn't have any guns. I still don't have a gun, but I could draw it.
In his late teens, Tom began attending the American Academy of Art in downtown Chicago.
Yo, look at this.
During
Oh,
the
look at
summers,
this work.
he airbrushed custom designs onto countless motorcycles, vans, and hot rods. Flames, graveyards, vampires, all types of fantasy themes. His first paid work as an artist.
I don't know if I enjoyed drawing the characters as much as I enjoyed the characters who pulled into my garage.
After art school, Tom put himself out there and took every opportunity he could get.
Wherever a door opens, I'll go through it. That's one aspect of myself where I have some fearlessness.
While samples sent to big Chicago businesses like Playboy ended up at dead ends, Tom went on to illustrate images for everything from local bands to McDonald's, alongside steady work creating storyboards, animatics, and backgrounds for Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch TV commercials throughout the 1980s.
Oh no! What'll we do?
Quick, the box!
Hurry!
Don't worry about those squirts. Their plans are shots.
But that got tiring, even though it was good, meaty work, and a lot of it, because at that time, Chicago was rocking and rolling in the advertising business.
One day in 1988, amidst the millions of people in Chicago, Tom chanced upon his cousin Dave, and a new door was opened.
He asked me if I'd be interested in taking on this work for a new agency in town. And the new agency had a new client with a strange name called Konami. I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know what this product was that they were developing. I gave some samples to cousin Dave to bring on over there, and they liked them and said, Tom, can you do a little project for us? And I said, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And it turned out to be a Konami ad. And it was an image of a Jeep crashing through a video screen.
The ad was designed for magazines and comic books to promote home computer ports of Boot Camp, Contra, Russian Attack, and Jackal. The only problem was it was Friday, and the agency needed it Monday. Tom delivered, and Konami liked it. After Tom illustrated weapons for a Metal Gear ad, more ad work came in, and soon the company began to commission images that would become the front-facing box and label art for titles published under both the Konami brand and Konami's Ultra Games label.
They never really came out and said anything other than it was a video game. I didn't have a video game. I never played video game. I may have played some arcade games in a bar or something. So I kind of assumed it was something like that, but maybe more interesting.
Hey, Turtles in Time.
With actual characters instead of a little square bouncing back and forth. I thought it was cool because they started to ask me to create imagery that I've been drawing ever since I was a little kid. Soldiers, monsters, race cars, jet airplanes, military type stuff.
Typically, Tom was granted a great deal of creative freedom to compose the images, sometimes being given character guides as a jumping off point, or VHS tapes with gameplay, which he was allowed to hold on to for an extremely limited time.
The characters were really vague, but I noticed enough in their shapes that would allow me to basically go to town.
On a couple of other projects, Tom had much less flexibility.
This particular art director was very picky about his concept, and I had to follow whatever he gave me precisely. I thought this pirates thing was wacky with the skull coming out of the water and these different spot illustrations going on around there. I just didn't think that was a cool idea, but he loved it.
It looks good to me.
I had a 47 Willys Jeep, and I liked Bayou Billy because I saw it was in the game, that Willys Jeep. So I said, oh man, I got the perfect reference for that.
Tom even wore the hat and served as a reference for Bayou Billy himself. although somewhat embellished.
Victoria there was my sweetheart, and she modeled for me for what's that game called? Snake's Revenge?
Victoria became the face of Jennifer on the cover of the NES Metal Gear sequel. Before Konami was working with Tom, a shot of Kyle Reese from The Terminator infamously served as the basis for the illustration of Solid Snake used on the game packaging for the original Metal Gear. Tom's interpretation of the character on the 1990 cover of Snake's Revenge uses an original pose. Likewise, while the Contra series protagonists, Bill Reiser and Lance Bean, are no doubt inspired by movie action heroes, the artist for the NES Contra cover copied unmistakable images of Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch from Predator. Over the following years, Tom was hired to illustrate Bill and Lance in his own way on multiple Contra series covers. From Super C on the NES, to Operation C for the Game Boy, and Contra 3 The Alien Wars on Super Nintendo. Whether Konami faced any penalties for the covers of Contra or Metal Gear is
Copyright
unknown.
infringement.
But Tom found himself in a tough position when a Sports Illustrated photographer caught wind of a popular 1988 video game with a cover appearing very similar to a shot he snapped of Wayne Gretzky and Billy Smith in 1983.
I showed the art director 4 sketches. He obviously liked this one to go with the final. So I completely changed the uniforms and I changed their faces, but I didn't change the positioning of their bodies. So I kind of used that exactly like this. This is all my stuff that I added. So it wasn't in the photograph. Cousin Dave goes to me and says, Tom, you owe Sports Illustrated $15,000 for using that photograph. 15,000. Oh my gosh, I had a heart attack.
If Tom wanted to continue getting the Konami work,
You know, $15K to own the company for using the photo references, that would be scary for me because one, where am I going to get that kind of money to pay them back for using their photo references? I think that could be a lesson learned for all the artists out there. Like, as long as it's not too much like the other artists, then I don't know. What can you do?
he would have to pay. The fee was reduced to $10,000, but it was a mistake Tom would not make twice, taking his earnings from several additional projects to recoup the
break.
loss.
New Vizzy Watermelon. Made with real watermelon juice.
Most projects had to be completed in 1 week.
You know, after staying up all night working on the thing, I mean, you're just dead tired, but you get it done, you get it turned in, and they approve it and they like it. Wow, that's it. That's your payment. Real financial compensation is good too, but there's nothing greater than that feeling of accomplishment that you made something.
Oftentimes, the images were also used on European releases. Tom's illustrations even went to Washington, D.C.
One video game maker was announcing the release of yet another brutal video game, which is called...
Yeah, these SJWs were crying about how violent the games are, blah, blah, blah. And this is back when, you know, the congressman or the court or the crowds caught a glimpse of how violent these games were. So they ended up putting the ratings on certain video games, rated teen for teen, rated M for mature. You know, that's what this whole thing started. Started with Mortal Kombat, and then you got this game from Tom and the Boys. Well, Konami actually. But I heard this game was terrible on both systems, Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. Even the arcade version was not good. So I don't know.
Lethal Enforcers. This game encourages players to shoot this gun, which is called a justifier.
The U.S. Senate hearings on video game violence spurred the creation of the Entertainment Software Rating Board. Tom worked on a number of other projects along the way for companies like Jalico and Data East, but for the most part, his legacy with the video game industry is associated with Konami. By the time Konami was bringing games like Sunset Riders to home consoles, hiring Tom was standard practice.
Yeah, that's probably one of his
projects.
best works, though.
He said, okay, Tom, we need this guy, that guy, and this guy. Just get them in there. Just do what you do. That was it.
Even though he never played the games, Konami provided themes that stimulated Tom's imagination. And in total, he illustrated around 40 Konami game covers and a significant number of print ads.
Loved it. Everything was just a blast to work on, because that's just my thing, you know, drawing crazy characters. That's me.
But the relationship was not to last forever, as Konami parted ways with the advertising agency in 1994. Tom's final Konami cover was for the Wild West themed Lethal Enforcers 2 Gunfighters.
I can't believe you've never played Lethal Enforcers. That's wild to me a little bit.
This is the first time.
I'm Matt Fowler, and I'm the writer of the graphic novel Red Giant Battle.
Matt Fowler grew up immersed in the video games, movies, television, and comic books of the 80s and 90s, and his own enthusiasm for Tom Du Bois's artwork has led to a business partnership called Retro Graphic Books, RGB for short.
That box got you to pull the card at Toys R Us, or that box got you to get the little tab for your Friday night rental. You take that image and download it into your brain, and you superimpose that detail over the blank face Konami character. You know, like Simon has no face. Contra, Bill, and Lance have no face. They're just like a pixel, right? Your brain takes the Tom dopeness and just writes it over the Konami blandness without even knowing you're doing it.
The graphic
That kinda
novels
makes
that
sense,
Matt
though.
is writing and Tom has begun to illustrate are heavily inspired by the type of imagery that 80s and 90s Konami games lean into so strongly. Bandanas, machine guns,
got the
mechs, and
anime
monsters.
style to it.
Familiar themes, but for Tom, a new field of illustration.
It's just something that's different than what I've done before. And yeah, I'm way into it, because it's just
I love to hear
it's
that.
fun.
Thank you. Dude, Turtles, Contra, Top Gun, Mission Impossible. This is all $1 million franchises he's been a part of.
Now this one in Matt's story, he's got this rail gun on top of on the back of this mech. You know, I was
Yeah,
doing this
that's definitely
editorial
his
illustration
old school
with
look
the
right
very
there.
strict guidelines and boundaries, which I just got tired of doing that stuff because it's so difficult to do this stuff for Matt. It was an opportunity to just draw again, you know, from the heart and soul. Having fun again. I haven't had fun doing art for a long time.
And that's a great feeling right there. It really is.
After Konami, I bounced around to whatever I could find. I mean, I'm in survival mode at this point because Konami was just, the work kept coming. So I had to find stuff that Cousin Dave wasn't getting anymore. He wanted me to go back to storyboards, but that's a step backwards. I wanted to go forward. I wanted to explore new things, do stuff that I never did before. So I went out there myself.
Several jobs and connections later, Tom landed an offer to design seasonal decorations for Disney.
So to do that, I had to get Disney certified. And to get Disney certified, you had to submit drawings. So I had to lighten up. I had to really lighten up. And
You know, I think that's an interesting take on as an artist myself. I remember like in my teens when Miss Shirley, I hated that teacher for the moment, though. She wanted me to draw other characters. Everybody else wanted me to draw other character stuff and other things. And I didn't want to do it because I was not good at that. You know, I was not drawing humans. I wasn't good at drawing, you know, environments or whatever, though. But I just got stuck with just drawing characters like that I loved doing for years. You know what I'm saying? Whether, you know, they like it or not. So for me, as an artist myself, I find it hard to, you know, draw other things that I wanted to do. But if I do it, don't rush it. Let me take my time getting the eyes and the nose and the mouth right. And let me do it in my style. Because if it looks like that person, it looks like that person. If it's that person, it's that person. You know, at least I did it in my style. And people still admire me for that. You don't have to be perfect as an artist. But if you want to work in, you know, other, you know, companies like Hasbro or NetherRealm Studios or Disney for that matter, you're going to have to submit your work and see if they'll approve of your style. And if they hire you, you better do what you got to do to make that money and just try to have fun with it. You know, you don't have to take your work seriously in order to get your art to notice. And if you have to, so be it. So I think it was last year or I think it was like 2 years ago or even last year when I was in GEC. UDC actually ended up coming to the school because Goodwill Excel Center DC are partnered with UDC. So I'd ask him about the art class that they have, you know, in college. So I showed them my work and they loved it. And he was telling me about this guy, one of his buddies work for Disney when it comes to the animation and such, you know, and that was cool and all. I mean, my voice cracking. I mean, that was cool and all, but me, I just don't see myself working at Disney. I don't want to do that because Disney is such a shady company, especially what they're doing with the MCU movies nowadays. So if there's like other companies, you know, that I rather work for, then I'll do it. I mean, why am I looking at where I'm talking? I do it.
And so I did to a point, but then it was from there that got me that opportunity to do the Disney classic film posters.
Tom received mentorship from the late animator and background painter Ron Diaz, who had worked on Disney feature animations as far back as Sleeping Beauty. Tom went on to create extravagant paintings featuring Snow White, Pinocchio, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, and Peter Pan. But some years later, everything changed again.
2007, I ended up getting real sick. I got cancer. Doctor said it was environmental.
Tom blames the cancer on habits he developed all the way back to his days airbrushing in the garage without protection, and careless use of solvents through all his years of heavy oil painting.
Now, look. If I ended up doing some spray painting, I got to have oil protection for my face. So that way I can still have the oxygen to breathe. Because if I don't have the protection, I can end up sick with cancer like he had before when it comes to doing this, or end up with something serious. Because spray painting, you need like protection. Because if you spray on that stuff, you know what I'm saying, that there's certain type of liquids inside that spray paint can also cause this bacteria to get in your system. So you gotta like have your mask on whenever you're doing like spray painting and stuff. It's really important. And you gotta be careful when you're doing like oil painting, because oil painting, that right there is a lot to do, because if you're doing like oil painting work, you know what I'm saying, your canvas or your the little watercolor papers that you have, it can become very heavy, you know, heavyweight when it comes to doing little oil painting. But if you like use water, then that's fine. If you use use acrylic paints when it comes to using water for blending stuff, then you're fine.
Survived after undergoing intense surgical, chemo, and radiation treatment. but he wasn't sure what type of work he wanted to do after recovery.
Do I want to jump right back into painting? For one thing, the work really isn't there anymore. That industry died out. 2000, everything went down the tubes. The work isn't there, so I have to find another way to survive. So editorial illustration came into the picture, and it happened to be for a Christian journal. And I had to figure out a way to do this work where I didn't have to pull out my turpentines again and my oil paints, and a means where I could do it quick. So I learned how to do it on the computer. And so I've been doing it ever since, pretty much. Wow. And I noticed there's some depth here. It kind of goes in the distance.
Oh, that's the parallax scrolling.
Tom has only just begun to realize the impact and permanence of his work. While he still possesses a few scattered pieces of the production process, one of his regrets is that most of the original paintings may be lost or unrecoverable.
In the illustration industry, it's common practice for the illustrator to get the artwork back. What the people who hire you to do the artwork for are getting is the rights to use it in their imagery. The artwork itself is a different commodity. It's a different contract. But I'm to blame somewhat for that because I should have pursued it more, and I should have, in the beginning, made sure that this was.
Hey, Alec don't want to stop for nothing.
Correct. But I'm to blame somewhat for that because I should have pursued it more, and I should have.
Y'all see this right here? This is one of my favorite ones he's done, the Leonardo joint. And this is from like the Game Boy cover art. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how I want to be for my Power Rangers work, you know, and I just love Tom Du Bois's work. Like he's one of my favorite artists though.
In the beginning, made sure that this was written in stone. And I'm sorry I don't have them because that's money that I could really use now.
Without Tom Du Bois, Konami of America's game releases would go on to sport a variety of styles through the mid to late 90s. Sometimes with traditional illustrations from other artists, other times with a minimalist look or computer-generated scenes.
Symphony of the Night, right? That's just like a CG logo just slapped on a castle, right? There's no art to it
at all.
Video game artwork and packaging has gone through many phases since Tom's days of illustrating for Konami. It was a time when companies were unsure if Japanese imagery could be sold in Western markets for what it was. A time when video game graphics left so much to interpretation, and more imagination was required to convey their meaning.
I'm just a simple guy who just likes to draw pictures. And the fact that, yeah, it does create something that has value for you guys that are, you know, adults now. Geez, it's just it's the coolest thing. It's just so cool.
And since becoming friends with Matt Fowler, Tom has come to a greater understanding of this part of his past and his own legacy.
It really brings closure to the whole thing because there was a lot of emptiness for a lot of years. And the fact that he would be kind enough to drive up here and be so enthralled by just being here and sharing these games with me. I mean, the fact that he loves doing that so much, the fact that he's so passionate about it, that's it, man. That's what it's all about. It all comes down to passion because that's how things get done. And that's how creativity is explored and how art is put out for people to consume and enjoy and go into a different world that's outside of the real world that is just brutal. I mean, it's more brutal than the violence in some of these games. If you ask me, the games is just a release. As much as it's a release for me to create the art.
I love his work, man.
Into a different world. It's the same for you guys.
all of the art that makes a game, whether it be concept art, the game's graphics and music, the packaging, or advertising illustrations, is all a part of what makes the complete game experience richer. A look back into the world each game was released into. A way to enjoy a game all the more by appreciating its context. And Tom Du Bois will always be a part of that history.
Oh.
What is good, bro?
Oh, my ear?
Yeah, you here.
Oh, okay. Hey, man.
What's up, man?
Just watching Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I just want to say congrats on 2,000 subs, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Perfect, man. I mean, you came a long way. I remember you only had 100 subs back a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. It's been like a long journey for me. But I was worrying about giving up YouTube because I wasn't getting enough support. But the other instinct fire in my brain was telling me, don't give up. Keep going and keep pushing and keep fighting. Because the more you keep fighting, the more subscribers you're going to get, the more support you're going to get, the more successful you're going to be on this platform. So I think to me, this was an eye-opener to step up even more. Because this is just the new beginning.
Yeah.
Now we're on a bigger road to 3K subscribers. But for right now, the 2K subs I got, I'm satisfied. I'm very, grateful. I'm very happy for what I have, man. Like, what I'm saying? It was because of y'all, man. Y'all, my number one loyal subscribers, my supporters who watch my content, like I said 1,000 times. Like, this is my way of saying thank y'all. And even though I don't do giveaways, but this is my giveaway to give my love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So my love and my gratitude for y'all supporting me and my content. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to stop by. Congrats, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. You know what I'm saying? It really means a lot. All right. So, now I know who Tom Du Bois is. First, we checked out Dr. Rocker's video. Then we looked at Tom Du Bois' documentary on his work in Konami. So, yeah. I don't know what else to do other than to say thank y'all once again for the 2K subscribers. Like I said, came right out of the blue for me last night. Just about to go to bed. This popped up. I was sharing all over TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and now here. Bro, this is just, I don't know, man. Like, 2K subscribers, the fact that I'm actually here now is a feel-good moment. So shout outs to the DZ viewers who watch me. And we got Aaron Johnson. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. And by the way, y'all, the super chats are open. Yeah. Trying to see what else I want to talk about before I end the stream. On a good note, because I got some other reaction videos I want to do. Trying to see if everybody's notified. I was looking, trying to see what else I want to talk about. Nay, show up. Show up. Do it. Trying to find some topics I want to do. I've been trying to figure out how to add some music into my StreamYard, but I don't know if I want to do it alone because I don't want to get copyright claimed though. I mean, not like I you know, add some free copyright music on here so we can relax for a bit.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I look like crap right now, but I just wanted to tell you congratulations on your 2000.
Thank you. Man, I feel like 2021 has been such a good year for me. For me, anyways. Graduated with a high school diploma. No, first I had like 1,900 subs.
Mm-hmm.
Then I graduated from Goodwill Excel Center with my high school diploma. And now I'm at 2K subscribers. So that's like 3 huge accomplishments for me. And your boy's moving up. I'm moving up. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, I got some big videos, some video plans coming up in the future. I might do some vlogging or in the future. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll probably like create a list that I want what I want to do with my content.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll take time for me to, for it to come through. So
right. I think what you vlog about?
I don't think I think I vlogged in my church though. I posted on Instagram. Check this out though. So this Instagram Reels, right?
Yeah.
So every time I post a small clip from my church every Sunday, I noticed that gets a lot of views than my other videos.
I think it's maybe just because a lot of different people are mostly on Instagram and it's easier to kind of like find people on there.
Yeah.
So maybe
I think to me, the difference between YouTube and Instagram is that, on your Instagram reel, you get a lot of views within a few seconds. But on YouTube, it takes like a month or two to get like 1,000 views or whatever though. Because YouTube's algorithm are just slow as I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because right now, since I have 2K subscribers, I should get like 2K views. I don't know if that's how you put it though, but I had to download like there's YouTube free view apps, like this video promoter. I like using that app a lot, but the thing is, if you try to get like 100 views like in every video you put out, you have to watch videos, then you have to watch and skip until you get to 2,280 something coins to get 100 views. Then it'll probably show up a little bit on your on YouTube algorithm though. I don't know why though, but I sometimes feel like TubeBuddy doesn't really help that much when it comes to certain keywords and such. But I feel like every time I go to the keyword thing, it can either be free or it either not. So either those are not free. You have to use a credit card for like a free upgrade. So I'm like, man, forget that. I'm not doing that. So what I did was I had to go to Rabbit Tags online, and even that has like your certain keywords elements when it comes to the title of your video, and even that has like certain tags everybody is searching for. And if you add that in your keyword box, you know, when you upload a video. I sometimes feel like that doesn't help. And every time I use that, I notice the amount of subscribers I'm getting rather than views. So that's a bit confusing. I use rabbit tags for my videos to get subscribers, but not views. I don't understand that. So it should go both ways, though. Views and subscribers, though.
You know,
And
it's time soon. We're looking forward to that. Some of your original.
My what?
Looking forward to merch.
Oh yeah.
Merch.
I don't know. Yeah, man. I gotta
Like
see
your
what,
own little products.
Yeah, no, I gotta see what YouTube has for me though. I don't know like how to do that though. Like you gotta like, you know, be like, I mean, in order to have something like that, you gotta have like some type of business or something on here though. But I don't have any business or nothing like that right now. No, but once I figure out how to do that, I'm gonna see what I can do, because I know there's a lot of people that want to buy my merchandise though. But I don't know, even though I don't have it, I got some unique concepts that I'm thinking in my head right now. But only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I don't know if I'm gonna, well, if that's ever gonna happen though. But I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. So.
Well, again, congratulations. I just want to and let you know I'm proud of you. I miss you.
No, thank you, man. I really appreciate you calling me though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate your time. I appreciate the conversation and your support. Like I said, this is only the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? We got some big plans coming up this month or next month. Like, we're doing things. So just gotta like be on the lookout. So yeah. And VGL, if you're watching this though, you're probably in my stream. I just put the full screen so we're all reacting to like certain art documentaries. So yeah, just so you know. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, I want to thank y'all for the 2K subs. You know, we had a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all coming in, talking to me. We all reacted to videos, and yeah, we're there. Shout out to Glam Queen. Shout out to Nay. Shout out to VGL58. Brandon. Shout out to Future Boy Kamikaze, who showed up to my stream. I appreciate it. Shout out to Brandon Ogden. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Tank 7. Everybody who has come out and supported my content. I thank y'all for, you know what I'm saying, just showing your boy love, man. Like, this is my gratitude to y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna hit up out of here, and I'm gonna do some more reaction content. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all then, and y'all take it easy.